Today we're going to learn how to integrate using the targeting pod and the air-to-ground radar with our JDAMs. Alright guys, welcome aboard the F-15. We're going to take a look at using our targeting pod and our air-to-ground radar with our JDAMs. Now I'm just going to go through the process with the pod because it's just a little bit easier, but the process is the same with the air-to-ground radar. If you know how to designate targets with the pod, then you probably know how to designate targets with the air-to-ground radar. It's the same process. I've got a video on that before that I've posted before. So we'll just kind of go through the basics. So first thing we're going to do is set up our bombs. On an armament page, we're going to go air-to-ground. And we're just going to use these two outboards, program 1 and 2. We'll go auto, step, nose to tail. That's fine. All right, those bombs are set up. We're going to go to page 2, smart weapons, and we're just going to take a look, make sure that these aren't set up for anything else. So we've got program 1. We can rotate between those stations, and you can see that we've got weapon memory. We could go to CC and start adding in some missions that I've got there. We don't want to do that. We're just going to keep it on weapons memory, and we're going to input some data into these bombs. And you're going to see once we start using the pod that a message is going to pop up here. It's going to be transfer T-pod, or it could say transfer from the radar. So we'll go ahead and get our pod up and running. It's unstowing now. So we're going to head out to the target area, and then we will transfer targets using the pod. All right, so we're on climb out. We go ahead and arm the aircraft. The pod is on our target area, and we're just gonna kind of get a little bit higher, kind of walk through this process. We've got our pod on the target. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in, and I'm just gonna pick one of these as my actual target. So I'm gonna try to hit this first building. I'm gonna turn on my laser, get a little bit more accurate target designation, and I'm gonna hit the target designation button. We can say designate. Go ahead and turn off my laser. All right, so we've designated the target. We can look over here on our smart weapons page, and we can see we've got transfer from T-pod. So we've got our first bomb on the left side selected, and we're just going to hit this transfer T-pod. It's going to box in for a second. Boom, there's our information. This is the actual target grid and everything that we want to know about that building. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to change station to this next station. We've got no target data for this. Now I'm going to move my pod to this building. I'm going to hit the laser. I'm going to designate. Turn off the laser. Now I'm going to hit transfer from pod there. So now we should have two different targets. So we're going to transfer. We're going to see if these grids change. And they do. 887, 886. So what we've essentially done is grab this target, put it in one bomb, grab this target, put it in another bomb. We could do this multiple times. So now let's see if we can actually get bombs on target. So we're in air-to-ground mode. We're program 1 selected, and our target is off to our left. So let's go ahead and turn inbound and see if we can get these bad boys on target. Now, as you can imagine, this process is the exact same thing when we are using our air-to-ground radar. You just have to find whatever you want to drop on, designate it, and then use that transfer button to put it into the bomb. So we're not going to go through that process because it looks exactly the same. Hopefully we're not too close. It might be a little close. All right, there's our target. We're in range. 7 seconds. And if I pull back, we can increase that or decrease that. All right. Pickle, pickle. All right, 2 bombs away. And there we go. Both targets hit. Now it looks like my designation was slightly off. The bomb didn't quite hit the building itself. And that's going to happen if you're coming in kind of a narrow slant, a shallow slant, which is what I was. I was only at 5,000 or 6,000 feet, I think, when I lay. So you're going to get that narrow slant angle. And the laser may not hit the right spot, whatever. But you did see the bomb impact by that building. So it kind of proves the point that all we're doing is taking data from the pod and injecting it into the bomb. Now, if we had GBU 54s, which have the laser guidance kit installed as well, what's going to happen is it's going to default to the auto laze function. And essentially, if you drop on a target that could move and he starts moving, you're just going to do like you would with any other laser guided munition. You're going to keep your laser hit spot on that target while he's moving, and hopefully it's within the parameters that the bomb has to continue to make guidance corrections on its way in and then hit the target. We're not going to play with that right now. Maybe I'll come back later and take a look at that in a different video. But again, the concept is the same as dropping a laser-guided bomb. All right, guys, hopefully that was helpful for you, and we will talk to you soon. Take it easy.